Hi, thanks for watching. A few days ago, we had a respite, a break between storms. I don't recall their names, but I took advantage of it and I decided to have a good look at the blue sky and see if there's any trails and see what's at the front of the trails. This is in my quest to find fake planes, like this one here. This is a snapshot for one of the clips that you'll see later. So, let me show you what I mean. Right, this is another snapshot taken from a clip you'll also see later of various planes landing and taking off at Heathrow Airport in London. I'll do a simple test here. It's edge detection, and as you can see, it pretty much shows you the shape of the entire plane. Right, so I'll put this plane through the same edge detection and look what happens. Right, I mean it's good, but not good enough to get by me. Right, so here's the port engine. Right, okay, and then look at the starboard engine and do the same thing. Zip. What's there? It's this orb, and I'll discuss them later. Because while I was looking at the sky, there's a message came in Telegram. It was a link that Sandy put in, a link to a video, and she knew it was a sunny day, so she was asking me if I could try and, well, find what this guy was looking at and recreate what he was seeing. So first I'll show you the video that she linked. Right, this is the video, and I'll put a link in the description, and what the guy is showing in the video is different layers of clouds are moving in different directions at the same time, and it's a good clip. But he's also showing what he calls a hexagonal sun. Right, so let's look at this guy's hexagonal sun. So this light you're seeing here, this is the camera. So these lights here. Right, so this is a camera flare that you see all the time, and he's putting it right in front of the sun so that it disappears and you can clearly see the shape. And he also pointing out the reflection on the camera lens is also hexagonal shaped. Right, so the next thing I did was went in and put a filter, an adjustable filter on the camera, and I went back out and pointed the camera at the sun. Right, it's the same camera, the same subject, so let's see if we can get the same results. And I'll just be adjusting the filter and getting closer and farther away to see what differences it makes. And right away we've got a big circle. So let's see if we can change that. So already you can see it is taking on a hexagonal shape. Right, and there's what the guy was on about. The light. There you go. here. There. There. It's not perfect, but you can see what's happening here, right? So, that'll be the hexagonal sun with the sun rays. And there it is again. Right. Yeah, there. Okay, so that's that then. We found the hexagonal sun. We got the sun rays. Right. So next we'll be looking at some airplanes. Some real, some fake. And you can decide what's what. Right. First we'll look at this short clip of various planes landing and taking off at Heathrow Airport recently with all these storms we've been having. But we've all seen airplanes take off and land before, and that's not why I'm showing you this clip. I'm showing you this clip because I'd like to show you it again, only this time I'd like to show you using edge detection. Right, and we'll see what these planes look like up in the sky. Right, so let's go for the edge detection. This is the same footage, and you can see everything: wheels, windows, engines, tails, wings, fuselage. It's got all the bits and pieces. Right, so this is what a plane should look like. The only difference you should see is the size if it's a distance away, but the shape itself should not change, it should just get smaller. Right, so having said that, we'll now look at the footage that I've got, and they're short clips, and I'll look at them all through edge detection one at a time as we go through them. Before I run the footage, there's a few things that I've observed over the last few years now. You're looking at these trails. Now, the first thing is that they seem to appear and disappear right in front of your eyes, pretty much. You've probably maybe seen it yourself. I've had occasions where I've seen blue sky and I'll see maybe 3 of these short trails in the same area, and you look away and a minute later you look back and there's 4. And it happens in reverse. You'll maybe see 4, look away, look back and there's only 3. So they come and go. And they leave no footprint. There's nothing behind. There's no trail. They sort of move like one object, from tip to tail, as it crosses the sky. As I've described it before, it's like a broomstick getting slid across a frozen lake, only it's above your head. And the trails never change shape. If there's a kink in it or whatever, as far as I'm concerned, what should be behind these jets should be 2 parallel lines, and they should be equidistant from the wings and engines. Right, so they never change. And how could this be done? And I'm thinking that, well, I've seen a lot of these orbs in the sky, and I think they could be responsible. And have they created like 3D holograms to mimic the jets that are up in the sky? And as for the trail looking like it's in motion, well, if you consider, when you watch the trail, if you consider it's like a GIF, you know, the same few seconds it's repeated, and that would look like motion. So let's look at the footage now. Right, there's the first one. So like I say, you can decide if you think it's real, then we'll have a look at it through the edge detection and see what that shows. Right. So this is the first one. And you can clearly see that the starboard engine is more like a shadow than a wing. The whole thing. I know it's supposed to be in shade, but there should be more definition to that wing and the engine. So let's look at that through the edge detection. The same clip, the same jet. Now we know what jets look like in the sky, so let's check this one out. In fact, I'm going to run this slow. Right, let's see it. So like I said about the starboard engine and wings missing, and you've just seen a flash there. So where does this look like an airplane? Let's watch it change shape again. And this should look like that other airplane in the sky. Did you see that flash? You'll see it again. Halfway down the wing, or where the wing should be. Right. And there's no flash here, because there should be a flash on each wingtip, and that's not the case here. And right now it looks less and less like a plane. Right, so that's the first image. Let's check this one out. Like I say, you decide what you think when you look at it, if it's real or fake. Right. And why are the trails different sizes? I think they should be identical. Right. That's the go here. Right. Another one. Now look at this clip again. Right, so real or fake? Let's find it. Right, so this is the same clip again. And there's your plane. Another looking airplane. I don't think so. Right. And there's the other part of this clip. And again, I mean, it's looking better. But at the end of the day, you should see, well, the shape of the whole plane. And you don't see that. Right, next one. This is another thing. I don't know the altitude they fly at, so I don't know what size they are. Are they small, low, and slow? I don't know. So let's check that one out. Oops, that's in here. Right. And let's see what's to the front of this trail. Oops, not much. There's nothing there. No airplane. Right, and this one. Right. Real or fake? What do you think? Let's check it out. Again, there's no wing, and this will be an orb halfway down where the starboard wing should be. Right. So like I say, some of them are good, but once you have a closer look, they don't pass the test. Right. Let's check this out now. Right. So let's see what's at the front. There you go. Real or fake? Look at the wing. The engines are different. And that's another thing. I never find any numbers on any of these planes anywhere. Although this looks like a BA flight with a tail, there's nothing on it. Right. So look at the different engines. Right, so that's not right. And there's another one coming in here. Now let's see what's in front of that. There you go. Real or fake? The engines, again, look different. Right, so let's look at these two. There we go. There's the first one. And you can see something at the tip of the plane. And well, you can see, like I said, about the engines. And the missing wing. So, I think that's real. Or do these orbs create an illusion like a three-dimensional hologram? Right, next. Oh look, again, missing wings. Engines are totally different. It looks nothing like a flying airplane. Right, so this one, same thing. Missing wing and engines. And remember what I said about a hologram, and this could be like a GIF. Now, if we have the technology to produce a GIF, the technology used with these things we're looking at would surpass anything we can imagine. So, it's like a grand illusion. You think that's what you see, but not really. Right, so another couple we look at. The orb. Right, next. Right, so, real or fake? I'll get out this a second. There you go. Right. Let's check this out. That's one we just looked at. Right, so that's the other one. That's it there. And back to this one. Real or fake? Right. Let's have a closer look. Oh look. No airplane. That's a shocker. And this is the last clip. Real or fake? Oh, let's find it. Well, it's not looking too real. Again, missing wing. Shadows don't make things disappear. And planes, as I showed you earlier, do not change shape just because they're far away. They still look like, well, an airplane. Like this. Right. So, the next thing I'll do is take some snapshots and put them through the 3D software, because that's brilliant for, they don't miss much. So that's next. Right, so let's do the first one. Right. And there's a plane. Right. I'll be looking at it through the edge detection and the height map in this. Now, for those of you who have not seen this before, it's a 3D builder, and you put in shapes, it'll build you something. So I think it does the best at a bad situation, and it tries to build something for the image, so it gives light and colours different heights. So this is the height map. Now, like I said earlier, it could be a 3D holographic projection, but look what happens to the wing here. I mean, this wing shows up, an engine kinda. This wing, not so much. In fact, there's nothing there. And now with the edge detection, you can check it out again. And like its name suggests, it picks out anything that happens to have an edge. Well, that's a dismal failure. Right. And the second one. So, that then. There. So I'll be putting it through, and this is the image getting put through the height map. And again, it's not looking like a real airplane. Again, the wing's missing. And the edge detection. So again, there's bits missing. So let's look at this real plane through this software. And we'll do it through the height map. And as you can see, it retains its shape. It still looks like an airplane. I mean, bits don't go missing. Right? Like with the edge detection as well. It still detects anything with an edge. Right? So we ain't seen that with other planes. Right, let's check this out. So this image, I'll put it through the height map, and right away you can see that this looks like no airplane. And there's something on the edge of the wing, and there's something here. But the rest of it looks kind of flat. There's nothing there. And you go, there's high points. Another one. And I'll do it through the edge detection, and I'll show you even more. What it's not showing you is it's not showing you this wing. It's not showing you the shape of the fuselage. I got interrupted there and had to stop the tape, so we'll start again. Right, where were we now? I think we'll do this one. Okay. Now this is what I consider an orb, because what you see sometimes, you'll see them actually will start at the tip, and this flash of light will move right down the fuselage. And I consider this as well an orb. And I haven't even looked at it yet. Right, so we're now looking at this plane through the height map. And I'll change this and we'll see what happens. And it's kinda not showing you the edge that this should have as a plane. Now look at it through the edge detection, and that'll be the same. And this is what I was talking about, the orbs, that there, and that there. It's no reflection. Right. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Again, we're looking at it through the height map, and you can see already it's a bit distorted. Remember what an airplane should look like. And this looks like no airplane. Right, so now here's edge detection. And this should bring out the sharp edges of the fuselage, the wings, the tail, the engines. Well, that's not happening. I just think that's a real airplane. How about this? Right, even before I look at anything, the tail fan's missing, and the starboard wing. And if you look at this engine and that engine, they are totally different. Like I say, it can be holograms. You just have to look the part. And you never see any numbers anywhere. You see what looks like the British Airways logo and the tail, but that's it. So let's look at it through the software and the using. First of all, we'll go to the height. So this is it with the height map. No, what this is, but I see that a lot. Right. And edge detection. Let's see what this shows. Well, it's showing you that wing has no edge, but here's a couple of lights or something. And this does not look like an airplane should look like. Not one bit. Right. Again, the engines look different, and this engine don't even look like it's attached to the airplane. Right, let's have a look. Right. Well, that don't look like an airplane. I certainly don't. So, edge detection next. And again, it's not looking like an airplane. Not one bit. And this is the last one. And we'll look at it through the height map first. Again, I'm not convinced. Well, let's go with the shape. There's a lot missing. And that wing is different to the size of that wing. And again, there's this whatever it is in the sky. Right, next, the edge detection, and right away you can see these lines. And this should be picking up the edge of everything on this airplane. And it's kinda, well, it's kinda not doing that. Right, whatever, I don't know what these are, but I see them a lot. Right, so that's the last of the airplanes. And to end that day's filming, I pointed my camera at the moon. And let's see what the moon shows. To finish the day's filming, I had a look at the moon, and you can see quite clearly all the features, which is quite strange considering the sky is full of clouds. So this would mean that, well, the moon is in front of the clouds rather than behind them, because let's face it, if the clouds were crossing over the face of the moon, I think we would see them. But no, we don't. And the sky is full of clouds. And I see this so many times. Right. So, like everything else in the video, let's put this through edge detection. And we'll also maybe change the brightness and have another look at the clouds going behind the moon. So you can obviously see the features around the edges here. And there's the clouds. And you can see they're all moving, but I don't think they're moving across the face of the moon. I think we would see that. But nope. You don't see anything. Nothing's crossing the face of the moon. Well, there's lots and lots of clouds there. You can see them all moving. Well, thanks for watching. Please comment,